ClaretsTV speaking to Champions League manager Robbie Simpson after the win today against Dartford. Robbie, that must be a satisfying performance and victory.
Really pleasing. I have to say, when they won a toss and spun us round and we were having to start with the sun in our eyes and the wind in our face, I wasn't worried, but I was keen to see how we would adapt to that, particularly early on. And I expected an onslaught from them, really. But I think that we were outstanding. We didn't let them have an onslaught because we were so good with the ball. We drew out their press and played beyond, and then carried it forward. Great runs in behind, great quality of passing, and it felt like it was only a matter of time before we would score. And I thought it was a great goal. All 4 goals were great team goals today. One that, as a coach, you're purring because it's all the stuff you work on in training week in, week out. And that first goal, the move, and then the quality of Jazzy's cross and the timing of Ruffy's run and the composure to get good contact on the finish. And then the second one was similar. As soon as that ball gets set back to Brooksy, and just at that point where he's about to make contact with the ball, George is on the move. He's on the move, getting across his defender, running to goal. All Brooksy had to do was feed it into an area, and then it was just all about George's quality and composure to get good contact on it again. They had to change something at half time, and we expected them to change, and I don't think we dealt with that initial period in the second half very well at all. It's definitely something that we'll look at and need to learn from and need to be a lot better. But full credit to the lads for turning it around. It's easy to not start well and then not be able to get out of it, but they regained their composure really, really well, and then turned. After that 15-20 minute period in the second half, we then turned the game around to be in complete dominance again, and deservedly get to another 2 fantastic goals, George and Ruffy, and both of them were on 2, and I was thinking, go on, just one of you get your hat-trick, but it wasn't meant to be.
Yeah, and Finn Barber went off at half-time. Was that a tactical move, or has he picked up something?
No, he's injured. He had a tight quad from training with Ipswich this week. Felt okay to play, obviously, but from quite early on in the first half, he felt like he was just getting through and almost avoiding playing longer passes. So that's something that he'll have to have a look at. He's probably got a minor strain, I would think, that would keep him out for maybe a week. So potentially fit for next Saturday, but he won't be fit for Monday.
And we had some complaints about that goal, wasn't there? Ben Brooks was down with a head injury, shout for a handball as well, I think, there. So, he's taken it well, their player, but, complaints about the goal.
Yeah, but on the flip side, to be honest with you, if we had that and the ref blew for a head injury, then I'd be not very happy. So we've got to look at ourselves. We struggled to clear the ball out of our box. We didn't show enough composure to either carry the ball out of the box or get a good, clean enough contact on it. We didn't get that ball out of our box, and when you do that and the opposition start as they did on the front foot, not letting you, it can cause you problems. And the lads finished it really well, and I did think at that time, though, how we only 2-1 up in this game. We need to sort ourselves out, and like I say, full credit to the players. They did that. They turned the game, and the scoreline is probably a fair reflection on the game.
Yeah, I thought a change that made a difference was Samir coming on, obviously against his old club. Come on, just gave us that bit of sort of extra attacking force down the left, and both goals down the right. But I thought he contributed well to the win.
He did. His quality is second to none. So when we can hit those, and we were able to, I told him to stay high and wide, and for us to hit him, and his first touch 90% of the time is going to be bang on the money, and then it's just about what we can do from there, really. And I thought he did ever so well, but I thought that we managed to, maybe his sub, we managed just to turn the game in our favour again. But that's nothing against Josh either, by the way, because I thought he had an exceptional first half, Josh, and we always know what we're going to get from him. He's a very consistent performer, and I'm really pleased today, really pleased. we're in a position now where I feel like we're comfortable that we've got a playoff place. I know it's not mathematically certain yet, but I feel like we are comfortable, but I don't want us to be comfortable. One of our learnings from last year is that when we made the playoffs, we acted comfortably on the pitch in those last 2 games, and I thought we performed in the semi-final against St Albans, but momentum is such a huge thing, and we want to really attack the end of the season and make sure we're heading into the playoffs bang on it.
And George as well, I'm not talking about him, his first 2 goals at home, strikers often do a lot of the hard yards at Melbourne but don't normally get the goals, which so pleased him to get his first goals in front of a big crowd today.
Yeah, so pleased for him. Like I say, both goals of his are just all about striker's instinct, where the ball might go, being on the move, getting across your defender, and then the final bit, the most important bit, having the composure and the quality and focus to direct it towards goal with enough power to get into the net. But he's been great, George. You know, him and Freddie are real weapons for us.
And then Dover on Easter Monday, we've got a few days rest, and then Dover have been relegated today. So I suppose we don't know what we're going to get, a wounded animal maybe, or what's your thoughts going into that one?
First of all, for our players to rest and recover after today, and go and attack that game. We want 3 points. We want to come away from there with 3 points. Like you say, we don't know what we're going to get from them. I'll obviously watch them over the weekend. There might be changes, there might not. Who knows? But I think between now and then and during the game, it will just be full focus on us and reflecting on today. I think it's important to reflect on that first 20 minutes of the second half, 15-20 minutes of the second half, because there's lots of ways we can definitely get better, but also reflect on a lot of positives from today, because we had some fantastic play, particularly in that first half against the wind with the sun in our face on a dry pitch, only getting drier. It's been a really good day, but it's gone now. Full focus to Monday.
Okay, well done today, Simo, and see you on Monday.
Thank you. Happy Easter.